Hi friends, welcome to this morning yoga flow for clarity and radiance. My name is Jenny. I'm very excited to practice with you today. We will be waking up the whole body in a dynamic yet very mindful way. We'll be clearing out our mind, get some energy going, and get ready for a really good day. We begin our class today sitting cross-legged in about the center of the mat. And you want to make sure that you're able to sit with ease, yet in a posture of mindfulness, of alertness with a long spine. We will place one hand on the belly and one hand on the heart. And I want to invite you to close the eyes, or if you're more comfortable with that, you could also just lower the gaze. The idea is for you to withdraw from any visual stimulation for a moment, even withdraw from the screen, and instead tune into your body and into this very moment. Notice the warmth of your palms touching your body. Notice the small movements that the natural flow of breath brings with it. This gentle rising and falling of the belly, of the chest. And for now, we don't want to control the breath or manipulate it in any way, but just observe how it flows in and out through the nose. Bringing this very soft movement into the body. Let this smooth flow of breath be the focus of your attention. Let this be your anchor that brings you into this very moment right now, and throughout your practice, when you feel like you're being distracted, any thoughts, any tasks for this day are entering the mind, and always gently bring back your attention to the flow of your breath. And then let's gently begin to deepen the breath. So as you inhale, you send the breath all the way down into the belly, into your lower hand, and feel it rising on the inhale. And as you exhale, you softly draw the belly in and feel how that hand goes closer to your spine, basically. So inhale into the belly, blow it up like a balloon, but very smooth breath. And exhale from the belly all the way out through your nose. We go a bit further. Inhale into the belly and then keep expanding. Breathe into the chest, the upper hand. And then as you exhale, your chest lowers, your belly lowers. Good. Inhale from the belly to your heart. Exhale from the heart to the belly. Keep going like that. Inhale from the belly to the heart. And exhale from the heart to the belly. You don't need to exaggerate. Very smooth breath. One more. Belly to heart. Heart to belly. Emptying out. Good. Inhale from the belly to the heart. And then hold the breath just for a moment. Place both hands on the chest. Feel that expansion, the stillness. And then open the mouth and sigh the air out. Good. Again, full inhale all the way to the top. And then setting it free on the exhale through the lips. One more deep breath in. Relaxing breath out. And then join your palms together in front of the heart center. Bow your forehead down to the fingertips. And maybe take a moment to set an intention for your practice, but maybe also an intention for your day, a quality that you would like to cultivate. This can be something that comes to you very naturally. To be patient, to be open, to be kind to yourself, to others, or anything that comes to your mind now. Don't overthink it. Good. And then open the eyes. Turn your fingertips to point towards the chest and interlace the fingers and the hands forward, and then lengthen the arms up. Give yourself a nice big stretch. And then as you exhale, send the fist forward, draw the navel in now, round the back, push the shoulder blades apart. We do that again. Inhale, tilt the pelvis forward, lengthen the belly, lift the heart, lift the chin slightly. And exhale, round the back, draw the navel in and press the shoulder blades apart, chin into the chest. One more. Inhale, think tiny cow back, so gently curve the back. And as you exhale, think cat back. So you round the back, draw that navel in, push the shoulder blades apart. Good. As you inhale, you reach it up one more time. And as you exhale, you lean over to the right. Keep both sits bones grounded on the mat. Good. Inhale back to center. And exhale, open up the second side, lean over. Let's do one more. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, lean to the right. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale over to the left. Good. Inhale, come up to the center. Now release the hands. Exhale, twist to the right. Very gentle twist. We're still waking up and warming up the body. We stay. As you inhale, lengthen the spine. And as you exhale, maybe twist gently a bit further. Good. Inhale, come back to the center. Now just send your arms up, stretch up. And exhale, change the side. And again, bring the fingertips just slightly down. Inhale, lift the heart. And exhale, twist. Good. One more. Inhale, up. Exhale, stabilize. Good. Inhale, bring the arms up one more time. Extend. And then exhale, bring the fingertips down onto your shoulders. Your elbows stay on the same line with your shoulders. We lengthen through the spine. We'll go for another little breathing exercise. As you inhale, you twist to the left. And as you exhale, you twist to the right. And you can do this very, very gently, especially if you're not quite sure about this exercise. Or if you're pregnant, please just move very slowly and breathe naturally. If you feel comfortable, you could add a breath of fire here. So you inhale on the left and you forcefully exhale through the nostrils on the right. Looks like this. So go ahead, choose your variation for today with a lot of care. You can go faster, you can go slower. The faster you'll go, the more energy you get going. If you feel this is a bit much for you today, just do it slower. Even just the movement without the breath will bring a lot of energy up the spine. Let's do a couple of more. If you're comfortable, you can go a bit faster. And then come back to center. Inhale, send the arms up. Bring the thumbs into the fists, curl the other four fingers around. Maybe hold the breath, again, only if you're very comfortable with this. Just notice all this energy rising up in the body. And then softly release, exhale, let the arms come down. Press your hands within each other in your lap just for a moment to resonate after this activating breath. And then get ready, bring your knees together. You can always use your hands for help. And come onto all fours for a quadruped. Spread out the fingers underneath the shoulders. Knees are under the hips. Toes are tucked under. And we start circling around the wrists. And you can either keep doing this movement that way. If you want to add a little bit of core strength, you could lift your knees off the ground. See how that feels for your wrists. And you want to make sure that you're not curving the back. Keep that lower belly nice and stable. Circle the other way around with your knees up or down. Keep the shoulders broad. Keep the neck nice and long. Last circle. And then from here, send the hips back and up into a downward facing dog. Now you might want to step your feet back slightly to have a bit more distance for a long back. And then keep pedaling the legs very softly to get into the movement here, to lengthen out the back of your legs, to stretch your feet. Maybe you heard my feet are clicking, so this is a very soothing thing to do in the morning to get some movement going. Very good. Let me take one more full breath here. As we exhale, we bend the knees a bit more, send the hips up towards the sky. Inhale, draw that lower belly in and up. And exhale, become a bit more stable, broad in the shoulders. Good. One more. Inhale. Exhale, lengthen the back of your legs. Good. Walk the feet forward about 1 or 2 lengths of the feet to shorten your dog, but keep the weight distributed between hands and feet. Release the left hand, bring it over to the right side. Either come onto the fingertips or grab a hold of your ankle or your shin wherever you reach. Look underneath that right arm. Keep the right shoulder nice and strong. Just one full breath here in this twist. And then bring the hand back forward, exchange the side. Keep the back nice and long, the left shoulder strong, right fingertips over to the left side, or grab a hold of the ankle or the shin. Good. And then bring the hand forward, walk the hands together, thumbs are touching, and then walk the feet forward, spread out the toes to point outwards, and sink your hips low for a squat pose malasana. Lift your heart up. We're not staying. Come onto the fingertips. As you exhale, straighten the legs, fold forward, head is heavy. And inhale, lower the hips, lift the heart up for your squat pose. Really pull the shoulders back. Exhale, fold forward, head is heavy. Inhale, lift the heart up. You feel we're bringing some energy from the legs into the upper body. One more exhale, fold forward. Inhale, open up the heart. Good. Exhale, fold forward. This time we stay. Heel toe your feet together to be hip distance apart. And then come onto the fingertips, bend the legs for half forward fold, long back. And exhale, fold all the way down. Let's do one more. Inhale, half lift, come onto the fingertips or onto the shins, long back. And exhale, fold. We come to standing, inhale, arms over the side, straight back, look up to your thumbs. And exhale, bring the hands together in front of the heart and next to the body. We'll keep moving from here. Inhale, take the arms over the side, look up to your thumbs, lift your heart. Exhale, fold through the center. You can keep the knees soft, deep forward fold. Inhale, half lift, long back. Exhale, step back into a plank pose. First time here, we'll stay. Take a full inhale, broaden the chest. Exhale, lift the pubic bone up, draw the lower belly in. Inhale here. Exhale, bring the knees down, lower all the way onto the belly. Keep the elbows close to the ribs. Point the toes. Inhale, send the heart forward into your cobra pose. Exhale, push over the knees, back and up, downward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward. Inhale, step to the top of the mat, half forward fold. Exhale, fold all the way down. We come to standing. Inhale, reach the arms up over the side. Exhale, bring the hands together in front of the heart and next to the body. Inhale, let's do one more. Float up, gather that energy. And exhale, let it go, surrender, forward fold. Inhale, send the heart forward. Now we go right away. Exhale, step back and lower. With or maybe without the knees, you choose. Inhale, cobra, open up the heart, press the tops of the feet down. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward. You can step or hop to the top of the mat for half forward fold. And then let it go, forward fold. We come to standing. Inhale, take the arms over the side, reach it up, look up to your thumbs. And exhale, hands together in front of the heart and next to the body. Good. Let's take a full breath in. Releasing breath out as you lift the pubic bone. Activate the lower belly for inhale, chair pose. Sweep the arms up. And exhale, let it go, forward fold. Maybe hands next to the feet if you have space. Inhale, send the heart forward. Exhale, step back and lower all the way as before, or maybe half if you practice Chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg up, inhale. Exhale, step it forward, pull the knee in, activate the core. High lunge, inhale, stand up, sweep the arms up. And exhale, release the shoulders down. Good. One more inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, hands down, step back and lower. Remember, you could always keep using the knees here. Inhale, cobra or up dog, whatever works best for you this morning. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg, inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, big step forward. High lunge, inhale, stand up. Exhale, release the shoulders back down into the joints. Inhale, create space. And exhale, one more time, your flow, with or without the knees, or you can also skip it and meet us in a downward facing dog. Good. Take a soft breath in, a soft breath out. Bend the knees, look forward. Inhale, step or hop, top of the mat. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, half lift, come onto the fingertips. Now exhale, sit the hips back for chair pose. Inhale, reach the arms up. Now exhale, take the arms behind the body, interlace all 10 fingers. Pull the shoulders back and down. And now we tend to curve the back here. Think cat back in the lower back. Bring the tailbone down. Good. Send the heart forward. Now come onto the tiptoes. Hover the heels off the ground. Send the knees up, the hips down. Feel all that energy pulsing through your thighs. Going up in the body. Maybe even feel some warmth in your face. Last inhale. And as you exhale, release the knees down, the heels down. Fold the upper body forward. Now your hands may fall over your head. If they don't, you don't need to force them. You will feel the opening in the shoulders anyway. Make sure your neck is relaxed. Take a breath here, exhale from that lower belly. And then bend the left leg generously, lift the heel, and twist the upper body open to the right side. So you bring your left shoulder to your left knee, pull the right shoulder back so your chest spirals open to the right. Good, let's take another full breath in. Soft breath out. Release the heel back down, change the sides. Bend the right leg, lift the heel, twist the body open to the left, right shoulder to the right knee. Breath in here. Breath out. Release the heel, fold forward. Come into your chair pose. Inhale, sit low. Stay for your exhale. Release only the arms. Inhale into the full chair pose. And exhale, now fold all the way down. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, step back, choose one flow or go into your downward facing dog. See whatever you can do now, still with control. Don't rush through the movements. Go mindfully through each pose with one breath. Good. Let's settle down here. Take a full breath in. Softly release. Let's do that one more time. Feel all that energy rushing to your head. Spreading energy all over your body. And then lift your right leg up into the sky, three-legged dog. Big step forward. Remember to take the shoulders along. High lunge. Inhale, stand up, sweep the arms up. And exhale, slowly, slowly lower that left knee down to the ground. Create more space on your inhale. Lift the heart up. Exhale, hands together in front of the heart. We twist over to the right. Left elbow into the outside of the right knee. Now you don't want to press into the arms too hard. You really want to use the strength of your core to twist open. Pull the right shoulder back, left one forward. Option to release the left knee off the ground, or you stay where you are. Think inhaling, lengthening through the spine. Exhaling, twisting. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. If you have the knee down, lift it just for a moment. On the inhale, we come together. Inhale, high lunge, stand up. Exhale, now open warrior two. Open the arms, left heel pivots down, hips open. You're rotating your thighs out. Bring the tailbone down, spine is nice and long. Good. Knee points forward. Last breath here. Inhale, straighten the front leg without pressing through the knee. Activate the thighs, slide down. And then open up the chest, stack your shoulders. Lift up energetically through that left hand. Maybe look up to the left hand or look down if that's too much for your neck. Pull the feet towards each other on the mat. Keep that strength in your inner thighs. Good. Last breath here. And then look down to the mat. Small bend in the front knee. Inhale, bring the upper body back up. Exhale, warrior two. We float into peaceful warrior. Inhale. And we keep moving. Exhale, windmill the hands down. Good. Inhale into your plank, or maybe on one leg if this is something you practice. Exhale, float all the way down or half. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Take a breath in and sigh it out. Inhale your left leg up into the air. Big step forward on the exhale. High lunge, inhale, stand up, sweep the arms up. And exhale, softly place the right knee down onto the mat. Good. Inhale here. Exhale, hands together in front of the heart. We twist to the left side. Once again, try and twist as much as you can before actually hooking your elbow and pressing yourself somewhere where you might not be ready to go this morning. Just kind of keep it easy. See where there's your sweet spot. Remember, option to lift the knee off the ground. Breathe into your twist. If you have your knee on the mat, now is a good moment to lift it up just for a moment. Activate the legs and the core. Inhale into your high lunge. And exhale, open up for your warrior two. Take a moment to check your alignment. Left knee points forward, thighs are rolling out, upper body is in one line and nice and upright. Gaze over your left hand. Good. Inhale, straighten the front leg without pressing through the knee. We bring the left hand down. You can slide down. This makes it easier to understand where you can't go any further without collapsing in that upper shoulder. We want to keep the body nice and open. Side body is nice and long. And weight kind of out of the left hand. You can support yourself, but don't just collapse down into the hand. Good. Look down to the mat. Small bend in the front leg. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, rebend, warrior two. Flow backwards. Inhale, peaceful warrior. And exhale, windmill the hands down to the ground. Choose your favorite flow, maybe as you have on the first side, or skip and meet in a downward facing dog. Good. Let's take a full breath in. Soft breath out. Come into a plank pose. Roll the shoulders forward and then roll onto the right side with your feet. The heels come down, right outside edge of the foot, left inside edge of the foot. Left arm goes up. Option to bring the right knee down if this is a bit much. An option, only if you feel like it today, to step the left foot behind you, lower the hips, and then open up for a wide thing. Lift the hips high. Open up the chest. Keep the right shoulder nice and strong. Feel all that energy rushing through that space that you're opening up in the body. And to come back, you can lower the hips first. This makes it easier to flip back over into your high plank. And we'll change the sides. Roll your heels over to the left side. Bring your right arm up. Choose your variation. Option to bring the lower knee down for a bit more support. Option to step the right foot behind you and open up for your wide thing. Your left leg stays strong and stays long, I wanted to say. Good. Breathe. And then to come out of the pose once again, lower the hips, come back into your plank pose. Take a full inhale, and then with or without the knees, lower all the way onto the belly. Good. Bring your hands on top of each other. Bring the forehead to rest on the hands. And just take a moment to breathe. Feel how your body feels now. The temperature of your body. The rhythm of your breath. The blood pulsing through the body. Notice the sensation on your skin. How it radiates that energy outward that you've created inside. Take one more breath here. This is a moment to really observe. rather than to check out. All right, take your hands under the shoulders, lift up for a small cobra, really activate the muscles on your back. Release the hands off the ground, interlace all 10 fingers behind the back, pull the shoulder blades together and back, and release your hands off the bum. You can bend the elbows for this. And really pull yourself away from the ground. Your neck stays nice and long. You have the option to stay or to lift your legs off the ground as well for Shavasana. You feel the whole back side of the body activating. Good. 2 more full breaths. Last one. And then release 1 more time, hands on top of each other. Maybe wiggle your hips a bit from side to side. All right, and then extend your arms out to the side in one line with the shoulders. Bend your right arm and bend your right leg and roll over onto that extended left arm. So you step your right foot behind you. You bring your left temple down to the ground. I'll show it from the other side as well if you're not quite sure. So your left arm is long, your right foot steps behind you, and you place your head in a way that is comfortable for your neck. Your right hand can stay, or you wrap it around the lower back to open up the upper shoulder if that feels good for you. I'll go back on the same side as you. And then either close your eyes or find one focus point to rest your gaze on. And once again, I want to invite you to not drift off entirely mentally, even though this kind of floor-based posture doesn't ask quite as much strength or focus. Just use this moment to really resonate. Really feel all the effects of some invigorating asana practice. Good. Unwrap the upper arm. Place the hand down so you can come back in a gentle way and exchange the sides. Extend your right arm, bend your left leg, extend the left up under your left shoulder so you can roll over onto the right extended arm. Your left foot comes behind you in a way that is comfortable for your lower back. An option to twist that upper arm around the lower back. Make sure you can relax your head. Return to observing the flow of your breath. Good. And then unwrap that upper arm. Place the hand back down, come back to center in a gentle way. Place the hands under the shoulders. You have 2 options. Either come over the knees with your hips back and up into your downward facing dog as we have practiced before. Or if you want to practice with me to go into Chaturanga, you can lift your knees off the ground, the thighs and the pelvis. You want to make sure the elbows are in and the center of the body is really strong. You press up into your low plank, so 4-staff limb pose, and then inhale, upward facing dog, roll forward. And exhale, downward facing dog. Good job. Take a full breath in and a soft breath out. Walk the hands forward to about the center of the mat. Keep the feet nice and wide. Walk the hands towards the feet. You can bend the knees, obviously. So you arrive in a very soft, dangling forward fold. Grab opposite elbows, maybe swing the upper body, but from side to side. Allow the head to become heavy. Good. And then bring the fingertips onto the ground. Take your feet even further apart. Once again, tilt your toes to point out where we come back into our Malasana pose that we have visited in the beginning in a dynamic way. Now we'll stay for a moment. Bring the hands together in front of the heart. Open up the heart. Let the bum go low so your spine becomes nice and long. Gently press with your knees against your upper arms, just instead of passively pressing your knees apart. Find some integrity in that pose. And either close the eyes or rest your gaze. Maybe this is a nice moment to return to the intention that you set for today's practice. And it's not a moment of evaluation, so whether your intention has been challenged or whether it was very easy for you today to be present, it's just a moment to give a little impulse to remind yourself. Good. Let's take one more breath in through the nose. And maybe if you feel like it, your side out, any sounds are allowed. Any tension relief is always welcome. And then release your hands. Bring the fingertips down so you can sit down in an easy way. Bring the soles of the feet together. Maybe scoot in a bit so you make sure you have space behind you to lay down after this. We'll just take a moment to wrap our fingers around the toes and bounce the knees up and down for a little butterfly to release any tension in the groins, in the hip joints. So if there's any tension still left, just wiggle it out very gently. Good. And then from here, you can keep the fingers interlaced. Send the index fingers to point forward just to really have a nice strong connection. Draw that lower belly in. Think cat back and then lower back. And now see if you can place yourself down gently, vertebra by vertebra. If you feel like this is not happening for you today, please don't fall, but instead release your hands and help yourself to come back with a bit of support of your arms. If you feel like this is happening for you, then slowly roll your way down. In a pose on your back, you can extend your arms overhead, keep the fingers interlaced, or maybe you want to grab opposite elbows if you feel like this is going to open your shoulders a bit more. And then allow your legs to relax, your groins, your belly, your shoulders. Soften your face. See if you can let go of holding on to anything now in the body and instead allow this openness. So all this energy that we have created in this class can flow through the body and nourish you. Good, last full breath. And release your arms, help yourself to bring the knees together in a gentle way. And then pull the right knee up to your chest. Hug your hands around the shin, send the left leg away from you. Lift your head just for a moment, bring the nose to the knee, press the lower back into the ground, take a full breath into the belly. It's a beautiful thing to do in the morning to really stimulate your whole center of the body. Release, bring the right foot onto the mat, pull the left leg up, we'll do the second side, extend your right leg out, pull the knee in, lift your head, breathe into the belly. And then release the upper body, bring the right knee to meet the left one, hug both knees, roll maybe a bit from side to side if that feels nice, to massage your lower back against the ground. Good. And then either grab a hold of your shins or of your ankles or the edges of your feet, whatever is reachable for you today, to pull the knees down into the armpits, but to keep the lower back nice and grounded. You could also take the back of your knees, see what works for you so your lower back is nice and flat. And maybe again, take a little rock from side to side. See if there are any other movements that your body personally requests, so you feel all relaxed and balanced after this practice. And then I want to invite you to take a short relaxation with me. Try and not skip this part of the practice. It's so important for us to find that calmness, to absorb all the energy. So once you're ready, just stretch out on your mat for a couple of moments. Give a lot of space to your arms and to your legs for Shavasana Pose. Your feet just drop out naturally. Your palms are facing up to the sky. And then just let your heels become heavy, your calves, your hips, your shoulders, the back of your head. Take one full breath in through the nose. And sigh it out. Let go of any control over your breath. Let it flow naturally all by itself to nourish you, to calm you down. Go of any control over the body. Feel how it becomes heavier and more relaxed with each circle of breath. And let go of any control over your mind, any images, ideas, memories, maybe even feelings completely normal. It's natural for our mind to think. It's not about stopping or suppressing it, but rather just allowing it and staying completely untouched without analyzing, without identifying. Just being the observer. For a couple of moments, you don't have to do anything or change anything. Just fully let go. Enjoy your Shavasana. Good. And then slowly begin to deepen your breath to enliven the body. Make some small movements back into your fingers, your toes. And we circle the wrists, the ankles. Let the breath become deeper, the movements bigger to really arrive back into your body, into your moment. Maybe give yourself a nice big stretch. And then bend the knees and roll onto one side. Just take a little moment here with eyes closed or with your gaze lowered to notice how you feel now after your asana practice. To just revel in the stillness for a moment. And then help yourself up into an upright seat. Feel free to keep the eyes closed or maybe close them or lower the gaze one more time once you arrived in your seat. We're closing our practice just as we started, in a posture of dignity, of alertness. We join the palms together in front of the heart center. Take a moment to remind yourself of your intention. And again, it's not a moment of evaluation. It's just for you to set a little positive impulse and maybe make a resolve to, even throughout your day, come back to this intention so it can manifest very naturally in your life. Hold your forehead down to the fingertips and just take a moment to thank yourself for taking the time for your practice. Say thanks for the life that flows through you. Just take a moment of gratitude. When you're ready, you can blink your eyes open. Thank you so much for your practice. I hope you feel ready for your day, energized, clear in your mind, radiating all this energy that we have created. I would really appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel, maybe give me a thumbs up or leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought about this practice. I would really love to hear from you. And then I hope to see you in the next video. Have a really good day.